adekye bia emu wɔ nsɛm wate ase adekye bia ɛyɛ den a yɛbɛnya nsɛm na yɛtie ɛwɔ yɛate ɛwɔ yɛasom na one of the NDC tiktokers chale ɛna no pɛ yɛsɔre mekɔɔ tiktok kɔhwɛ ya chale sɛnea maame yi ɛrosti Mahama ano yɛ hye sɛ na nyɛ wo na woyɛ NDC tiktok ana nyɛ wo na wotumi ɛkeka nsɛm a wode supporting Mahama no na nsɛm a wɔka fa Mahama no deɛ chale ano ɔden paa gye sɛ wankasa woyɛ din na wotie wate aseɛ ma yɛnkɔ hɔ na yɛnkɔtie.
Mr. President, how could you? How could you decide to embarrass us like this? How could you decide to rub our face in the mud like this after all that we have done for you? Is this how best you can pay us back? How could you? How could you decide to use just 60 million Ghana cedis to organize an entire presidential dinner? Your colleague used $58 million to dig a pit. We're comfortable with it. And you use just 60,000 Ghana cedis to organize a presidential dinner. Mr. President, how could you? No wonder you guys were just dancing. We didn't see the type of food that was served. We didn't see the type of drink that was served. Mr. President, chop our money. Chop our money. Now, this is what you do after 3 months. You'll be looking younger. And our very old Lordina Mahama will be looking like a BMW instead of our Tundra. And our neighbors will think that we are starving you people. Mr. President, chop our money. It is by force. Chop our money. No, do you know the type of impact you have created in this country? The kind of happiness you have given us. The kind of peace of mind you have given, Mr. President. If you don't know how to chop money, ask. We will teach you. We may be hungry in this country, but we can manage our hunger, not you. Mr. President, chop our money. Chop our money, Mr. President.
Me just say, me dream crime in Tiase. Chop our money, chop my money, pa. Serious, just about just a mama now. I'm finding some box, kind of not your pavia, we know, because can a yen in India. If you listen to her very well, I say, if you do $58 million, or two, Amona, I had a home, as I say, and that swimming pool. If he is organizing a presidential dinner and something like that, or you see 60,000 or say 60 million Ghana cedis, yes, 60 million Ghana cedis per, they organizing. So the lady, I don't know, say, I only view say a comic relief be now or the actually say, Charlie, well, let's continue to listen to her.
JM, chop our money, chop our money. You get it? Chop our money. Now, this is what we want to be hearing. Just after one month in office, the president and his family decided to go on a trip at the Bahamas. They spent $500 million. The president had decided to take a private jet to London to eat fried rice and chicken and come back. The first lady had decided to go to shopping in the Paris with $200 million. The children of the president had decided to go to Dubai with $1 million. Mr. President, chop our money. Chop our money, Mr. President. If you don't know how to chop money, ask, we'll teach you. Don't do this thing again. Mr. President.
Mr. President. First time in so many years, former President Kufuor, the chief of staff, Chale Wababe Kasa. Na sɛ video yi a nka me kura mpa nka menim no wate aseɛ na ɔkɔ Metro TV ne Randy Abbey ɛkɔdi nkɔmmɔ na nsɛm a maa no ka no wotum sɛ ɛmu yɛ duru wotum sɛ Chale maa no so n'adwene mu dɔ wate aseɛ ɔyɛ panyin nti sɛ ɔkasa a ɔnim deɛ ɔka na mepɛ sɛ mekasa bebree mepɛ sɛ meka deɛ nti nsɛm a ɔkaeɛ wate aseɛ that's why I have the video here for you so let's go straight to the video.
Okay, I'll start off with you. Your party has just had a disastrous
election
outing in this election. What do you make of what happened to your party, and what do you think the party has to do moving on?
You asked me a question, and Because I have a problem, personally have a problem with my party, because I have been sort of personally quarreling with quite a lot of them. So when I say quarrel, I mean quarrel with a lot of them, things which are going on, or things which went on. And unfortunately for the party and government, maybe if I put the government, you speak out, you challenge some things, and become some sort of outcast. But because you don't like the president, you don't like the government, that's what you are behaving that way. But I have been in politics for quite a time. And if I want to be honest, if I see something which is going wrong, I must be able to speak out. I believe our party problem, from my own, started the time we removed our party chairman and the general secretary. I believe that's when the party's problem started.
Mr. Paul Afoku and Mr. Kwabena Jepong.
I believe that's when well, when we did that, we gave the party to one man to do whatever he wanted to do with the party. And people were scared to speak out. From there, we went to government. Well, executive government with executive powers more powerful than party leader. So one would have thought that at that stage, we would have start up to say, let's be careful of what we do. When you go to a stage where almost like the late Kweku Boateng said, it became some sort of gaping sycophants. Knowing things were not going on well, we allowed these things to go on. So some of me, for example, I knew we were not going to be successful in the election. And I told some colleagues, they didn't want to listen to me. And I said, maybe we're not putting our ears to the ground to hear what people are saying. And that people were very, very angry with us. And it was too late to change things. My only surprise is the extent of the but the failure I knew it was going to happen. I believe what the party should do now to sit up. Everybody should be brought back into the party. A lot of people were just pushed away from the party because they were supposed not to be favorites of the executive, of the president. And so they decided to stay there, go their own way. It's about time, if the party wants to succeed, to bring everybody back. Whether they went out on a voluntary basis or they were pushed out or other, the party should now listen, bring everybody. There's supposed to be a committee.
Yes.
I believe in that committee should be, we should take something from outside the party. People, there were some institutions who may be sympathetic to the party, go outside the party and give it the work to them to do. They will come and tell us exactly what happened.